Hi guys, hope you're all doing fantastic. Welcome back to my channel, Everyday Life, the channel that deals with everyday issues and problems and how to resolve them without the fuss. It is common nowadays that everybody owns more than a couple of watches. Some people have 2 watches, some people have 3 watches, but the most common problem that everybody faces is batteries and straps. It is common for watches to run out of batteries or straps to get worn out over time. So it does happen sometimes that you bought a fancy watch which is not too expensive, but after changing, or if you're planning to change the battery of it, sometimes, especially in Europe, changing the battery costs more than buying the watch itself, or changing the straps a couple of times costs more than buying the watch itself when it comes to fancy watches. Of course, when it comes to expensive watches, again, when you want to change batteries or straps, again, you need to invest a little more money onto that. So to resolve this most common problem, what I suggest and what I reckon is the best way to go ahead is to invest in a basic watch toolkit. This is the basic watch toolkit that I have bought from Amazon, and it costs around £3.50, and which is in dollars, it is roughly around $5. So using this basic watch toolkit, we can resolve 90% of the watch problems. And when it comes to opening the case backs of the watches, when it comes to changing the straps, all those can be done using this toolkit, which just costs $5, and that will help us a lot in the longer run, because every time, it's not just for you, it's for your family members. Everyone has any watch problems, you are the solution that they're going to turn towards. So before we get started, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell button to support our channel and to keep yourself updated with the new videos that we come up with regularly. Like I've mentioned, this toolkit has costed me $5, and we shall go through one by one each tool from this toolkit and see how they can be used, and how this toolkit can come in handy to resolve different watch problems that you're going to face. So let's open the toolkit now. So what does this toolkit have? So let's begin with this one. This is a needle nose pliers. It is spring loaded, as you can see the spring there. And this will help you in holding really small and tiny objects, tiny screws, or holding the strap of a watch or something like that when you're basically dealing with very small objects. That's the needle nose pliers. And after that, we shall look at tweezers. The purpose of tweezers is again the same. While the needle nose pliers give you a better grip, a better strength of hold, the tweezers will help you in holding items which are really delicate, and hold and pick like things like small screws, or holding the screw while you're tightening it with a screwdriver and things like that. The next tool we're going to look at is a case back opener. When it comes to watches, there are generally 3 different types of case backs that you have that can be there behind a watch. So the case back, what is the main reason why you have to open is to change the battery. So without opening the back case of the watch, you cannot change the battery. So I'm going to quickly show you what are the 3 different types of case backs that are going to be there, and how these tools can be used to open those case backs. The first one that we have is the one which has a screw back opening. How do you identify this? If your watch has notches like these, that is a screw back opening, and you open it by unscrewing the face back of the watch. You need to unscrew it in an anti-clockwise direction to open it. I'm going to show you the tools and how to do it very soon. The next type of back that you have, a case back which is probably like a square shape or something that just pops out. So for this, you need to use a case back opening tool to open this one. The third one that you have is something like this, where you can see there are really tiny screws in there. You need to unscrew these to open the case back of the watch to change the battery. Okay, so coming to this one, this case back opener, this is used for case backs which have to be popped open out. Okay, something like this one. So when you have a case back like this, you use a case back opener, you hold it behind, and then you push the sharp edge of the case back opener into the edge of the case back, and then you fiddle around a little so that the top goes in, and then you see how the pops on, and then the back case of the watch is open, and then you can change the battery from there. Okay, so this is the use of this case back opener. It comes in really handy. Usually 30 to 40% of the watches I've noticed have this kind of a case back. So this is the tool that you will use in that kind of a situation. The next tool that we're gonna look at is a small hammer. Sometimes it comes to that you might need to tap in to open the back case of the watch, because over the period sometimes the watch batteries can even go for 4 to 5 years, and in the time of 5 years the dial behind it can get really tight, so you need to tap open a little bit. So that's when you will need this has two sides in it. One side is a nylon side, which helps this one, and the purpose of this one is this does not scratch on the back side. The other side is a brass with nickel coating on it. Brass is again a very soft metal, and because it's softer than the metal that is used for making the watches, this will not scratch the watch as well. But it's ideal, and I would recommend using the nylon end of the hammer. Okay, along with that, what you get is a case back opener wrench. This is a very useful tool, and I've particularly bought this whole toolkit for the purpose of this one. This one can be used to open most of the watches, the backs of most of the watches. This is basically a wrench which is adjustable depending upon the width of the back case, and I'm going to show you quickly how to use this one. So let's look at this this Nautica watch which I have, and this one has run out of battery. So if I have to open this, like I've mentioned before, these are the small notches, and those are the notches you need to get your pins into, and then this one helps you in turning it in anti-clockwise direction to get hold of it. Okay, so let's look at this quickly. So we have this two moving edge. One end of this one is fixed, and the other end is freely moving. So you fix that onto one end, the fixed end, you fix it onto one end. Okay, and then you can tighten the screw of this so that it is really stiff and tight there. So you put that onto one end of it, and the other flexible end you put it onto the moving notch there, and then you turn your watch in the anti-clockwise direction. See, can you see the movement? So when you turn it like that, and again once you lose the grip on it, again you hold it onto one of the notches and move this to hold the other notch, and then you turn it anti-clockwise. And once you turn it a couple of times, after that it should be easy. There you go. So once you open the case back of the watch, changing the battery is a piece of cake. All that you need to do is take a flat screwdriver. You look for some space, and then you carefully push it through and pull the battery out. Yes, the battery is out now. So you take the battery out. This is where you will need the tweezers. Okay, so you take the battery out carefully. So the battery is out now. You take it and you take a new battery from the battery pack that we have, and that's the new battery that we have there. Hold it carefully and put it in there again. Once it goes in smoothly, you press the spring back a little so that it keeps it in place. And after that, all that you need to do is put the case back again, and then turn it in the clockwise direction, and then tighten it using the case back wrench. You can buy batteries at a really low price. This whole set I've got on Amazon for £3 again, which is $4.5 to $5. You get a lot of batteries with it. I think these batteries can run for your lifetime. And the good thing about it is you have different sizes of batteries as well here, so which means that it could fit in for different watches depending upon your requirement. Whatever watch has whatever size. So yeah, this will come in quite handy if you are a DIY person. Now let's look at the other tools that are available in this toolkit. These are called punches. So these are mainly used to change the links in a strap. So basically what you do is you, depending upon the size of the punches, you use these punches and put it onto the strap, and then you knock them with the hammer, which I'm going to show you shortly. And then along with this, you have in the same toolkit 3 flathead screwdrivers, different sizes. They will come in quite handy, especially when you have a watch which has screws on the back face to remove. Okay, so in these kind of cases, you can use either the flathead screwdriver or you can use the Phillips screwdriver, which is also provided in this one. You've received in this toolkit 2 different sizes of Phillips screwdrivers, really small and tiny ones. Okay, so you can use this as well to open the case backs. Along with these, what you have is a spring bar loader. So this one is ideally used to remove the straps or to tighten the straps. This is for the traditional straps that you have. This sharp edge which you can see, this little notch that you can see here. So that one helps you to push on the spring back and then load or remove the strap easily. See, got the strap out from the watch as easy as that. And if you want to put it back again, all that you need to do is put it in there, put it here, use the spring bar to press it inside. You need to hold it towards the edge, you fold it, you push it in, and then there you go. It's tightened. It's once you hear the click sound, that means the spring bar has again loaded back into the watch. So that's the purpose of this spring bar tool. And now the next thing that we have is a block. The block is basically used to hold the watch and to do some of the operations, for example. Okay, that's where you use the block. And you have different sizes here. This is for most thinnest watches, this is for the medium thick watches, this is for very thick watches, for which this one fits in perfectly. And you have some more different widths here and there. Okay, so this one is to hold it and perform certain kind of an operations or anything on top of the watch. So that's the main purpose of the block. Okay, so the next thing and the last thing that you have here is a vise. Okay, the purpose of a vise is very simple. It is mainly used for removing or adding the links in a watch. For example, this is the link that you want to remove. Okay, and then you load it onto the vise. You adjust it in a way that the link would go and fall into this one to begin with. Actually, this is the best way of doing it probably. Okay, then you hold the vise and then you tighten it, and then you will see that moving back and forth. I'm not sure how clearly you can see this on the video, but yeah, so now I've got it locked. As I push it, it will push the link onto this one. At the moment, I don't want to remove the link on this watch. I don't want to be killed by my wife because this is her watch, so I would rather play it safe. So yeah, that's the purpose of the vise. So you align the strap onto this one, you turn it, and then the little punch that you have here will push the needle out, and that's how you can remove the links of the watch. And then again, if you want to put a new link again, you put the link there in place, you put the punch in there, and then you hammer it slightly, you tap it slightly on this one. Okay, and then that will be back again. So that's in precisely how you use the toolkit of this watch. It's very simple to use. It's very self-explanatory. It costs only $5, and I think it is much more smarter to invest in a toolkit like this one than to run to a watch shop a few times over a period of over a few years. So if you have more than 2 or 3 watches, I think it's highly recommended to invest in something like this and to learn these basic skills so that it can come in handy for yourself and for your family. Thank you very much for your time, and if you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to our channel and support our channel so that we can bring before you more videos like this. Thank you. Bye bye.